You told them, that's what the. I mean, it's the big way.
You can do it.
May. Right, let's do it. Don't take them. They got, know.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Got these little grenades that throw these little things. But not what they on it. It's the last
I think
resort.
there's all kinds of stuff out there.
Alicia, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. All right, well, let's get this started. We're here. Call the order, roll call, we're all three here, so let's pray. It's still flag.
Heavenly Father, we thank you, Lord, once again for being with us, God. Keep your hand upon us, Lord. We ask you to bless upon this meeting. We ask it in Jesus' name. Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Number 4, any citizens' comments? No? All right, hearing none, we'll move down and approve the minutes. Are you ready for business? Yeah. Good.
Make a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll second it.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Horseshoe. Extension office, construction update.
We had a meeting with him yesterday. Let me see the, I need an agenda. No. No. We had a meeting with them yesterday. They have a few items to finish up. OSU has started moving back in, hopefully before January 1st, so we don't pay rent. And, there's a couple little things that they had to do and they also missed a clean out in the plumbing plan. But it was sleep through the footing, so they're gonna go out Friday to finish that.
If there was somebody out there digging this morning,
Yeah,
I don't know how long it's gonna, I mean, we'll be out by the first, we've got most of the stuff out here in a minute, I'm gonna go and move the copy machine down. We got Sharon and I hauled about 4 or 5 loads on Thursday and 4 or 5 loads yesterday, and they set up the internet yesterday, so. It's progress, it's in progress,
All right.
When did they say about the internet?
they moved it yesterday.
Okay.
Now then, it's up in Sharon's down there.
Okay.
I need to get with you about what to do with some of those boxes, if you want me to just have a big one that goes out there here in a while. Or if there's somewhere we can take them to get them recycled.
We've got a couple of dumpsters, so we either up at the fairgrounds, find out when they dump at the fairgrounds and or at my barn.
I asked Marlon if we should hire somebody to clean over there or if somebody local's gonna do it.
Over there when they move out. I've got a pretty good plan, crew, yeah, borrow.
That's probably the best way to go.
Okay.
Yeah, Yeah, I bet that, I mean, he's probably gonna hire somebody before somebody else moves in and renovate some anyway, I think. Also,
When you talk about their painting.
yeah, they want 69,000 and then leave a $10,000 retainer, so in case there's anything comes up, then they'll come back and fix it, so we'll give them the 10,000. And I asked them yesterday, they've had the list to complete for about 40 days, and they haven't completed the list. And if 79,000 won't entice them, I don't know that 10,000 will, so I told them we weren't paying them. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I agree with that. There's no reason for a retainer on
It is on to pay today, but if we can go ahead and process the payment, we can just hold the check, ask Crystal to hold them.
Are y'all okay with that? If they get them, when they get the list done, if it's in the next week or two, we can go ahead and.
Yeah, definitely. Don't pay them till it's done.
Yeah.
That's the one then.
Yeah.
Yes.
He, like I said, he was gonna have some guys in and out. So.
Okay.
Nice facility. I encourage everybody to go down and look at it.
Yeah. I would like to have an open house for them at some point. I don't know.
Yeah, let them get settled and
I did that for
whatever.
first year.
You know, oh yeah.
I know that the chambers mentioned something about doing a ribbon cutting out there, so.
Okay.
In the spring. Whenever they started greening them bud out, I think
Yeah.
it'd be nice to them, and they give a chance for some of that grass to grow in.
Yeah. Okay.
Trying to get everything kind of situated. It's gonna take a minute though.
Yeah.
Cause we still got that Connex to empty out and move down. We still got stuff over here. I'm trying to get cleared out, so.
Is there another agenda item to talk about the other money?
There is for the erosion control.
Yeah.
So there's some.
Okay, I haven't read the agenda yet.
Okay, we're ready to move to that. I think resolution for erosion control and driveway for OSU extension.
I think to extend the,
Resolution asking
to extend the block wall all the way around, and then gravel it on up around the corner.
Yeah.
We need a little bit of, like, some 6-inch surge to prevent erosion coming off the hill in one spot. Yeah, we put together a price.
I was looking at that. And just to the south of the building, there's that low spot where all the water kind of flows through and goes. Where we're gonna build the emergency management building. We're gonna valley that out, put riprap in that. And then bring all the water to a drain pipe and down it under it into that, like we're in the creek. Bring right from both sides down along that rock wall. Or along the concrete wall
Yeah,
and then out. And I think that would be enough to handle all the water, cause you go up top, it kind of splits the water.
Yeah.
To the north and south.
yeah. Yeah, so the stuff that goes south comes down and washes you saw where it's
Right,
water.
it comes around Washington, there, so she did on the north side.
Yeah,
And build a little trough to go down, but I think we can take it right along that berm. On the edge, if we shoot that parking lot, we can build it and should run it right along that berm and down. And then it can come around and go, and then we can catch all the water and go that direction, I think. We'll build that ditch right.
so try to keep the water from the hill behind on the west side of the rock wall we're gonna build.
No, keep it on the inside. Go right down the edge of the road, between the road and the concrete.
We did the opposite where the wall's already existing. There's a little trench that carries it down to the crossing for
Right,
that half rounds in the ground.
so. That's what it looked like to me. We'd have to shoot it to
Yeah.
make sure my eyes weren't playing tricks on me, but it seems like that's how it works.
No, I think you're right. I mean, that's definitely where the water goes. We had in mind to put a pipe in. So,
We'll take a big pipe.
yeah,
I don't think like a 16 or 24 will work. I don't think it's gonna get all that water off the top coming down. I think it's gonna take 48-inch pipe.
Okay,
just a guess, just from what I was looking.
yeah,
So, but if we can do it with ditches,
yeah,
it would handle all the water around and not just what's on top.
okay,
We have plenty of time to look for that going.
Yeah.
Springs. But I'm fine with doing what we're doing here on this resolution, we just need to. Do we still have money for hydro seeding, or did we?
we changed done it.
What did we do?
Mhm. And that side didn't have any topsoil.
Right.
And it didn't take very good, and then we worked up there and knocked it all out, so.
Okay.
This is just for approximately 150 more blocks to go farther back and then gravel up around to the back side of it.
Around the back entrance in the RV spots.
I think it's gonna take closer to 200 blocks, and that's my fault, I didn't get her numbers quick enough.
Do we need to change that number?
I think it's gonna take closer to 200, yeah.
How much money though is what we need to change? Cause it says 15,000.
Okay,
Do we start with that, and if we need more, we can.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah,
How many blocks was the first round?
120.
120, yeah,
Probably, well, they think.
yeah. And if we get the rock, or the blocks in, then we can, if we don't have enough for gravel, we'll just come back for gravel.
Sure.
And rip wrap or whatever we decide to do for the drainage.
Right.
Okay.
All right. Motion.
I make that motion for the resolution for erosion control, it's a third end.
I second that.
15,000 out of use tax, all in favor, say aye.
Okay.
That wall was really good, really
I think it turned out pretty good too.
Right.
The bowl top one day, didn't she? Yeah.
Discussion possible action to approve resolution for refund request from Lincoln County Citizens Alliance.
And Thomas Holmes came in. So they had 98.80 left over from their first mail out donation that they made. They made another donation of $700 and never used it. So there's $798.80 left over in their account, their donation account, and they're asking for that back.
Okay. No problem with
I'll make a motion to approve the resolution for refund for the Lincoln County Citizens Alliance.
I'll second that.
that. 100%. This is 6 month bid.
But you can.
I guess first one, well, here's the road. Alright. You wanna rate that fish to the rock? Just right here, you know, if you wanna rate what you're gonna get, I don't know if you know what you're doing yet or not.
Okay.
If you wanna wait, we can.
Yeah, because it's our fault. I didn't do it.
Oh, we're going order
Oh, no, it's okay, I'll go for it. Oh, that's, I thought I gotta find the rock.
then, either way, for me.
There's another entity that's wanting us to buy rock, and it's gonna be possibly the best deal ever, but he missed the deadline on this. How can we get to use him?
We'd have to rebid it.
And there were a lot of rock people that I sent to, and not very many responded to the bid. So you need to get with me and see if we even have him as a vendor.
He's not yet. There's a new rail spur right out here by Walmart.
Okay,
It's, it's gonna be almost a break even, like trying to help the county,
right,
so. I don't know what y'all wanna do with that, I don't, he's. Said he's ready, but doesn't have rock on the ground yet.
getting it out of.
Well, actually, he's trying several places, but. But yeah, I wants to start with, I think.
Okay, well, that's different. Cause I don't, cause John's been sole source. We hadn't bid that, so we can bid those two rail. And rock together, separate later.
Okay,
So when he's ready, if he's ready to do it, then we'll go out for bid. And then we'll have John and him bid, when we can accept it however we need to.
okay. Sounds good, so.
Yeah, so. Choose.
That get me all the information, and that way I'll have the vendor information whenever we get ready
Sure.
to do it.
Yeah. So we can just forward it.
I think so.
If we're gonna do that, then I'm also gonna shoot them,
Well, I already got it there.
Okay, on Stewart Stone. On their bid, well, they sold it to another company now, so there is no Stewart Stone. So we give it unbid.
Same under Stuart Stone.
Yeah, they just sold it like a week ago. It has a new name now. Have you got that? I can't remember what the new name is.
Yeah, I can't either.
Yeah, and I asked Julie about that this morning, and she said that lady had. One of the ladies is still there, and they were. Or they thought it was still going to go with the same bid that this was done with, but that there was. That what bid that Stuart Stone come in. Because it is the same quarry, but a new company has bought Stuart Stone.
well, we can approve the bid, and then if they choose not to honor it,
Honor
then
it.
we come back and
Okay.
and choose another.
Okay.
And you guys can pick 4 that way. In case. Yeah.
Yeah, so do that, and then on the whole thing. They're around up being better whenever you done it, didn't it? Alright.
I haven't done mine yet, so it's already fine.
Doesn't look like things are fine.
You might want to do 4 just in case they don't want them.
Well,
And then also, one more question I have is on this, the Asher, the Asher quarry.
Mhm.
They're not bidding on anything except for their clay and their screenings. I wanna haul from them because of their gravel that they have, cause I've seen it and like it. But they don't do the other rock. So I can have them for the native rock. But not for the crusher run or. clean up.
What they did on.
Right,
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's sort of, so I'm thinking.
and it's native?
Yep.
Or you
Yeah.
don't have to bid native.
Okay, all right, well, that's what I
But they
was,
added that
yeah,
note.
yeah, that's what I was asking, yeah,
Right.
cause they don't have any of the. This, they don't have it listed as crusher run or anything else, they just have the. Native gravel.
And so I'll just put the,
I'm gonna be. That's. Oh, chips and native though. It's not a bad price with $14 a ton from Washington, their own way. Hmm. Oh, oh. Look at that small chips. Oh, good after Washington. So soft.
Yeah. So the, but I want it for their. For their gravel, cause it's closer for me on the south
That
side,
native gravel?
yeah.
Yeah, the native gravel is an actual material, they just push it up and down. So you don't,
So it's not something that I have to choose on there then.
No.
Okay.
so native gravel, we don't have to bid on.
yeah, they don't, cause it's naturally occurring. All they do is dig it up and classify it. And it has to be under a certain amount of ton.
That's fine.
I don't know what the mean number is. We don't have it recently.
We can still use Asher for the native.
Yeah,
That's what I, because I thought, okay, this is different for this and all.
yeah, just like the shale.
Yeah.
Sheriff, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, okay.
All right, we'll start at the top, I don't like rolling on it.
I'm making new wheels for you.
That's right,
It's easier.
that's why he's gonna be chairman next
Looking for
month.
them to go through their pay staff.
Yes.
Exactly why he's gonna be chairman starting January 1st.
Yeah. mhm.
All right, so we've got asphalt. They still wanna put Bailey's as our number one because they are the only one that's not recycled. So award the Bailey's as non-recycled and Haskell Lemon as recycled.
TJ Campbell's just too far away.
And they're, say probably they're not a good company. So. All right, and now we've got a bridge crew, which is good, and the only person has a bid is Advanced Steel, but that's nice, 650 an hour. 3600, mobilization person. No driver file source, we want to do it, just, yes.
Yes, you can put it on it and go save it.
See, nobody has bid chip, so we'll move on to. Old batch. I haven't been using much of it. Did that,
George Underground did the same one as?
Mhm.
Oh, no, they did, okay, but no, they didn't.
no,
No.
how much do we use? You guys spend more than
No.
25,000 a year on,
No, we just get a. Pallet brand new, that's just this.
Yeah.
so if you wanna use Georgia Underground, you can, we'll just get all the bids and buy it on the market. Watch how much you spend.
Yeah. I used 4 bags the other day myself to come over.
So you can not bid if it's under 25,000 for the year.
Yeah, that's for the year.
Yeah.
Right.
Can actually all together.
You agree with that?
Concrete. Nobody bid concrete.
Rimple's treated us all the same this time.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm surprised they didn't bid concrete.
That's not right.
Yeah. Just lumped us all together.
Did we get anything from any of the concrete companies, like a no bid or anything like that? They just didn't return
They
it.
didn't turn anything.
If we have to use it, then just watch your amounts.
Yeah.
We'll have to bid that individually. Equipment operator, nobody bid equipment operator. Equipment rental will be line item low. What is that?
It's for Kirby's. Yeah, Kirby Smith. When they sent their bid in, they said it's the attachment for some of the pricing, so I just put the attachment there.
Okay.
Next time, see if they can put it on 2 pages.
You need a light.
Yeah.
I like the magnifying glass.
I took my glasses off, I couldn't read that.
Yeah, I went to Dr. Evans yesterday and I said, sometimes I have to use a light with what I have right now. So he helped me a little bit there.
Yeah,
But he can get you.
yeah. Yeah.
Through hard move. Still we've not been through hard. What's the deal? Like Warren Cat got it, though. I like the blades. I prefer steel wood blades. But
Yeah.
it's a Warren Cat, is that right?
Warm cat, something.
Indeed.
Yeah, bridge boards is we okay. Yeah, nice. We used to order from them almost every 6 months. You know, it's been years since.
Yeah.
Let's not having all those wooden bridges. Piling and steel will be line item low.
Excuse me.
Road oils. Looks like Ergon got it for what I use. Looks like Ergon got it all the way down. Kind of disappointing, because I think Wright had it last year and they never answered my phone call.
Oh, we're the rock.
Huh? What'd you say?
I said, we're on rock now.
Hey, oh, wow. You woke up that way. It's his old thing. Let's see, Randy Sanders is 21 cents a ton mile, which is pretty cheap. He owns jail things sometimes.
Dang, Billy Wayne didn't bid this time.
That on your. Since he doesn't report, no, this is just per mile. It's in some.
But it's
like.
It's both,
17.
it's both ways though. That's what he told me. He charges both ways.
Yeah.
Empty and loaded.
If
Yeah.
you loaded,
Yeah.
spit down, only charges you loaded.
Okay. So that's why it's, I mean, his is less than half, but it's, balance is about the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And coming from Fitztown, it's cheaper to go with maybe Sanders than it is Charles and Health, but we can do. Well, not, you know, cause he may not wanna haul, or we can award all bids
Fitztown.
on this because
Yeah. it's-
he may not wanna haul from Fitztown, he
Yeah.
may just wanna haul as close as possible.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
So, yeah, let's award all bids on this.
Whoever can get to it probably.
Right. These are two different. Materials, yeah, they're called fill binder, but. They're both for something different. So I think we need to award all bids on the fill binder, we start with anything, okay.
Have they been before? Starwood Industries.
Yeah, they did last year.
Okay.
I did more than usually. Yeah,
Yeah, I was kind of wondering about, okay.
maybe some for amazing stuff.
Exactly, that's why I'm thinking,
So, and
I must have overlooked that, I thought. So if I was wanting to get into this.
but yeah, $1.45 a gallon. Widen delivered, I wanna say it's 2,000 gallons a mile and it will hold your rock together for the year.
And that's the,
Magnesium oils, it's pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
and it's supposed to help with dust too, isn't it?
Mhm.
And it
Yeah.
draws moisture out of the air and keeps the road moist.
Exactly, yeah, cause I was wanting to use this, I hadn't done that, yeah, so.
Yeah, that's good, that's good.
So both of them are ordered, right?
Right. Yep, for two different things. And orange. Would be Dub Ross. Let's see what the difference on short term. Good match. Yeah, that's. What's the name? So yes, okay, man. And we got the polypipe. Looks like Dub Ross has polypipe too. Just by a few pennies.
Yeah.
We'll keep on over. Is that right?
Motion to approve the 6 month lease. I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Section 33 estates plat in District 1.
Yeah, what they're doing is they're going to move it. Over by a few acres is all it is, we're adding a few more acres to it. One side, it's a plat we already approved, but they did some changes in it because they ended up acquiring some more. Property, and it's just expanding it. There's a few acres on one side, so we just needed to. Yeah, so I'll make a motion to approve the East Plat for District 1.
I forgot to bring the marker.
You want to go grab one really quick?
Yeah.
Just a marker.
Do it later.
Sharpie, and then we need
For
some,
the erosion control.
But
Post that.
that's, we'll put that up, you don't have any transfers.
it would probably, Amy's.
Alicia.
We just need Post-its.
I was making sense. I've.
We live out of our bags.
Does it matter if they're pink or purple?
Yeah, the other.
Thank you.
I was poking around where it sits on the state bid, and there's rock on the state bid. There's asphalt on the state bid. Yes, oh, I'm sure. And as long as we get it cheaper than that, you don't actually have to bid it on 6 1 bid. How much is it on? We don't have to use that vendor either, just as long as it's less than. True, so. But since we did it, we come tire hanging.
We were checking out the evolution of your signature yesterday, Lee.
Has it gotten progressively shorter and shorter and shorter?
Yeah.
Well, we got
that sign, the paper.
That's something.
Kind of like a heel, it's just slowly getting flatter and straighter.
When you first started coming first, I was step up and what is that? My ex wanted to eat that. I remember that very well. You don't just drive. That's right.
But 10% chance or something. Yeah. Ten's fall.
Can we get her a different
Must
marker?
be 60.
Yeah.
Oh, we might.
59 tomorrow, 59.
I have one on my desk, I'll grab it. It's realistic.
By the way.
Wow.
73. A week from Friday.
That works anyways. We'll get another one.
Are these the two that they added, or do you know one should? I'm not.
I don't like that. It's a fold.
Jail, some on the roads.
One of that section. Right. On the south and south.
The new one's better. That's bullshit. I know that's false.
They've got that. Already.
Supposed to go back. Both of them.
No, you're fine. It's not good.
Boy, that'll be careful out there. Get over. I love that. You bet. CC is the engineer out there. They're a pain in the butt. And they think I know everything, so they call me for everything. Yeah. What about power? Maybe we could get a little closer to one oh two. You don't really have like. I said, no, don't get closer to 102. Here, call this Brown. You're gonna be one thing all day long.
Oh, I haven't heard anything. They just said. It was like.
But they'll get that person on there. I'm actually not supposed to change because it's not a for sure thing. We're the whole numbers. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's fun. You know, they were supposed to. We're not really big fan of it. Yeah, I know. Yeah, they'll grab them up. Coming along. Oh, yeah, absolutely. You think that ground? Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. That's just, you know, I could call another man for that. He is all the time. Call your higher ups and pay for it, cause I can't do it. You guys built a $750 million facility in the middle of the dirt road, it's not much. What? Total buyout, right? It would be nice to have them out there, so let's have long mortgage residents. Oh, a whole lot, because it's not, that's not a control, it's everywhere. There's one that, but I am curious about. Like 102, that. We don't want to put them things down 102, that's the wrong season, and they fought. From either direction. It's weird.
I would find that out. I'm just telling you, okay, if I didn't know, but in some days, you don't know if it's so often.
Discussion regarding the jail renovation project update. So we're moving out prisoners. Kevin?
I'm sorry.
We're talking about jail renovation.
Oh, it's wonderful.
We're moving prisoners out, right?
Yeah, today, we made a little change on that. You know, the aggravating thing on the whole ordeal is we need to get these people moved, right? But then the problem is we don't have a camera set up before we're gonna be able to move some folks on the project they've done. You know, and, you know, it was a deal where the construction guy said like, you know, we've got the new beds in there and they were gonna bolt them down. And guess what? That didn't happen. So then our people are having to do it and Virgil has to make that happen. But it's all good, but I'm just telling you, it's kind of aggravating. So therefore you have to push back a little bit on them. Well, you know, you need this done. Well, we need this done too. And it works out really good. I mean, Jerry's been good to work with, but it's an everyday changing environment, as you guys, I'm sure well know. But I'd say overall it's going really well, you know? The walkthrough went good yesterday, so, we're gonna get to move, our investigators over there. OSU was gracious enough and Chaz ran an email that there was some furniture available. So therefore we have done that. Survived the hardest thing I've ever done with organized a Christmas party Saturday night. We made it through that. So I'd say anything the jail throws at us can't be as hard as that one. You know what I mean? It's interesting, but I think if we get it done by April, which is kind of what the word is, but who knows? I mean, there's gonna be something, you know, going on. Sunday had a water line freeze inside the wall that goes to the kitchen. Got that fixed yesterday. So, I mean, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. I mean, it's just, you just can't get aggravated really by it, because it's just like having patience, like baling hay, you know, the baler's gonna break and it's gonna rain tonight, so you just do the best you can with what you got, but I mean, it's working. I'm not aware of any new curveball that is probably gonna happen on there, but I mean, I think overall it's going okay. I mean, what choice we got, right? I mean, I'm smiling. I mean, he's saying it's just working.
All right, any other updates, somebody? Appreciate it.
Can you
I
continue the
enjoy-
parking lot? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I hiked myself just a while ago, so I mean, that's part of the deal. Now, I will tell you guys something that's really not jail related, but we had a call yesterday on, someone reported anonymous that some child was being dragged into the house by the hair of the head and the guy had a gun. So we responded, we had about 7 from our office, Kickapoo shows up, we had the report from them. Ended up, there wasn't a child, but it was his girlfriend, and she looks like a little kid. So we ended up doing a search warrant and got enough fentanyl for trafficking. She had a warrant, so she's also got firearms in the house, so we're gonna be able to put some pressure on one little part.
All right,
So, I mean, that was a big thing. I mean,
yeah, absolutely, that's good. That's good.
Yeah,
and then there's somebody else in jail that we've got problems with, obviously the space. I talked to DOC. Man, sometimes you have to kind of feel like you're a car salesman, but they only want to take 5 inmates. We've got about 25 can go. And they'll want to, well, we'll take 5 this week and so many that week. You guys know I'm capable of begging. And I've got 5 this week, again the next week, then another 5 or so, and we won't have anybody. It's a double-edged sword because, you know, DOC also, you know, pays us $30 a day because we don't ever recoup any money from most of our inmates. Cause they can't pay that. So that's pretty good, you know,
Fewer
after
people.
Thanksgiving.
Few people we have to move to, or had to move, you know, so.
Yes, but yeah, that's true. We'll save some money maybe on that side of it. But the sad thing about it is that the capacity, you know, I mean, you know, we're trying to get some extra beds on that other deal. And if you guys get a chance after this, you wanna kind of go by and take a look, it's different. I mean, it's changing. I mean, it's, you know, from January the 2nd, you know, living through that part and today, it's definitely looking, it's encouraging. I mean,
Good. All right, well, thank you. Sheriff's Assistance Grant. I guess you got a Sheriff's Assistance Grant. Should we run to with
300,000.
300,000?
that was the max you could get. So obviously, I mean,
There we go.
there's so much need, you know.
Good. Motion with. Who's done?
I'll make a motion to approve the sheriff's assistant grant.
I second.
All in favor, Sam?
Aye.
So my signing as contractor, it is Kevin for this week.
It's online.
So that's good. You
Uh,
want a hard copy with a
It's
signature?
just fine, it says that, it just fills in the, information that this is signed in the IntelliGrant system. So it's just more contact information that I.
All right, we'll vote it on there, right?
Yes.
Carbon capture pipelines.
I had a bunch of stuff sent to me, to this courthouse in my name, and, I just wanted y'all to know what it was.
I've heard about it, but no desire to help them in any way. If they're coming through, I'm gonna work everything I can to get as much out of them as I can to help with our roads and whatever, but.
Yeah,
I got this in. You know,
Yeah, I can make up.
I emailed it that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have no authority to keep them from coming or doing whatever they're doing, but.
did you guys read where Logan County passed resolution?
Yeah.
I have not had time to research that. I mean, that, whoever sent me this, said Logan County did and provided a resolution, but,
Yeah.
I don't feel like we have that authority, and I don't know.
Issue with those resolutions, they're feel good pieces of paper. And that's all they are.
Yeah,
So.
you good with all that, Stacy?
Mhm. Yeah.
All right. All right, I don't like them, don't want it, don't agree with what they're doing, but. That's where we're at, so.
I mean, it's supposed to, that's regulated through the Corporation Commission, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which is regulated through our legislators.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, Corporation Commission is also elected, so, you know,
Yeah,
so they have wide swath that they can do under whatever legislation allows, so. Alright. Moving on. Application for indigent cremation. Hmm,
So he did receive social security and his wife also received social security, but they live in low income housing and they kind of live. I mean, lower income. He was in the hospital in Tulsa and passed away. And so the funeral home is hoping that the family with the donation box that's set up in Stroud and whatever social security they had left over will be able to pay for some of the transportation cost of getting him down here from Tulsa. And then they're hoping that we will pay the $385 for indigent cremation. That's what the state fee waived. And that's what we've been paying, like Lehman and Parks.
Social Security has a death benefit.
They didn't pay one for my grandmother,
They didn't,
no,
or do you have to request it?
I don't know.
Is it like $200 or something like that?
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
If you wanna table it, I can look into that and find out if there's death benefit for social security recipients.
Yeah, well, I mean, if someone truly needs help, we've gotta do it, I don't mind doing it, but.
Yeah, Erin at Parks is very thorough, and she said that she's looked into a bunch of resources for them, and, she didn't mention it. I mean, and that's all she does is death, so.
You say at Park Brothers?
Mhm.
This has grown a little bit more than what we used to do. We used to, if there was nobody to claim a body, then we would do it. Yeah, but I can remember your statutes, and some of the statutes have changed. Well, when I looked into it not too terribly long ago.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it makes it more difficult if it's not an emergency situation where we pay a minimum amount, they charge them like 2,000. I think that's what makes the difference.
Right.
I put on the statute, it says they have to die within the county.
That's what I was getting ready to say. I thought, yeah, because,
I looked it up.
yeah, because they didn't pass in Lincoln County.
Okay. Then we can't.
I tell her to send it to Tulsa.
Yeah, it'd have to be,
Okay.
yeah, that's what I was. Yeah.
But then instead of the cost of paying for the transportation, use that for the
Yeah,
cremation.
yeah.
Do they transport or something? Yeah, we did the police, at least. Well, we used to, it was like a cardboard. Yeah, with a cardboard coffin and we'd have to bury it, but now we cremate, so. Who is it? You said it. My guys did not like that.
Yeah, they live in Hillcrest, his name was Robert. My wife's name is Phyllis, kind of red haired lady. She used to work in a nursing home when Debbie owned it.
All right, well, we can't. Then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Out of the camp. All right, Captain Buck Waxman approved for home gas and electric staging at the fairgrounds during emergency power outage. This is the question I have is. Do they pay?
They don't want to.
So that's what they're hoping. They're hoping to have, they don't have a staging location in Lincoln County. They're hoping to stage at the fairgrounds whenever only a major disaster happens, and they're hoping to do that for free, so they don't have to pass that on to the rate paying customers, because that's who ultimately pays for it.
They just got their hands smacked for raising rents without permission too.
Yeah.
He did send an email that said that he's basically requesting permission, and he's looking for a space to be used for a laydown yard for material and equipment that could be mobilized effectively and efficiently to restore power. It's just that they would provide security for that location the entire time that they have any materials there, and they said that they're gonna work on it as fast as possible. I mean, it's not like it's gonna be months and months. They're gonna do it as fast as they can.
This is the same individual that I text and asked you guys for in your areas, Ken Corn, I'm assuming. Is that from?
Yes.
Yeah, he's the one that I use for emergency situations. So he said it wouldn't be, like it would only be for disaster situations.
In our area too. I asked that
Mhm.
to make sure he wasn't gonna use us to keep from staging up in Pot County, and he said it would just be a disaster in our area.
Yeah, for Lincoln County.
Most of the offices here in the county at the courthouse have in their emergency response plan to set up at the fairgrounds. So I think we need to come together as one to discuss, an emergency event. And discuss, what the plan is gonna be, because that includes, inmate transfers, if, something happens to the courthouse, moving offices out of the courthouse. So I think it needs to be a big discussion, not just each individual office.
And they normally only park their vehicles at night. So whenever they're, at home to sleep or whatever at the hotel, I mean, they're there. And normally, all those places, I mean, they've done that over at Kellyville, I've seen it done in Oklahoma City. They'll use, usually, off-duty, law enforcement to do the security on it.
Yeah, is that something I asked you when you came to my office a couple weeks ago, is I asked you, well, what about materials that are left overnight? Like, are you wanting law enforcement to do like extra patrols in those areas? Like, how are you gonna do that? And he said that it's usually off-duty law enforcement or retired law enforcement that has security licensing that come in and do that,
That they hire.
that they hire.
Usually Global's the one that does it for them, but we've got a pretty good contact with them, so.
I don't mind doing it, but I'd like to contract with them. And that nothing stays more than about 30 days after the last day of the disaster and, which can be extended with the approval of the board. And then I would also like it to them to guarantee that it be returned back to its original condition where.
He did say that they would repair any damages done. He already said that, but I mean, I understand there's no contract.
Yeah, I'd like to put it in writing.
I think that's a good one too, because I saw there at Kellyville, Creek County's, area, semis made a single. I mean, they bring some heavy equipment down there in there too, so if you cover your parking lot, that's probably smart, because it's good, they get there at
So that's,
And I'm curious too, the fairgrounds has that facility rented like every weekend.
He asked him about that though, and he said that if there was something going on or if the facility was being used, then they wouldn't use it. But also if there's a major disaster, then they're probably not gonna be something.
major tornado, they're probably not gonna be doing this thing.
Yeah. Yeah,
I hope they don't need
Me too.
it.
yeah.
Not usually good. Good thing you get new lines and stuff, but the bad part, people are gonna be suffering without utilities, and then you got that mess, so.
Yeah. So, and if they do it in the right spot, if they hook out a really good spot for them to do that in. Once we get the road finished, they can circle in through the OSU's area and come out the backside, maybe run big trucks, whatever they need to, and lay everything down. There to the south of the OSU building, it wouldn't be in any way up top.
But you'll see a whole bunch of poles, a whole bunch of the metal and stuff they use for the contractors to use, and it's a lot, but. And they're meticulous on how they do it, it's amazing.
What I'm thinking is I mean, I don't want it to happen, but we all remember the Shawnee tornado 2 years ago, and it took them a year. And we just can't do that. I think we need to have some kind of, and if it does take a year, they need to rent their own facility and then not be there. We just can't have them there. I don't know. We need to limit it to,
I think
Days by
30
day.
days, and then it can be extended from us if we need to, but.
you can rent a pretty good acre spot for $1,000 a month. So if they have to rent it for 5 months, that's $5,000. That's not much to pass on to the taxpayers, or to the ratepayers.
And,
I mean,
yeah,
I'm for letting them use it a little bit, but I would like to be pretty restrictive.
yeah.
Yeah, that's why, yeah, but they're right, 30 days and.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be longer, you have to go somewhere else.
That's usually a FEMA payout, right? So. Your rent could be even higher than $1,000 a month for them.
Okay, yeah, let's get it right, tell them that. No more than 30 days.
Did he actually, I thought he was gonna send us a contract.
He had to be somewhere today and he said that he will, if we have any questions or whatever, then he planned to come to the January 5th meeting, so maybe that'll even be better, or January, whatever.
Okay.
That's fine.
He just sent like an itemized, like an email with all the information in it saying what they were gonna utilize it for.
All right, we'll move on then, take no action until we see something, but that's what I would like to. Number 16, reappoint Chandler Long to the industrial board.
Is that Chaffee's?
Right, he wanted to do another term.
Yes, yeah, I called him and his term is up and at the end of this month, and so he said he would serve one more term. And then he said, that's my last one this time.
Yeah.
But he will do this one first, so I'll make a motion to reappoint Jack Vaughn to the Lincoln County Industrial Board.
Second.
All in favor, say
Is that a 4-year term?
aye. So,
It's 4 years, isn't it?
I guess so.
yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
think, I'll have to look.
I think so, because Gary's ended about the time I started, and then Jack's is ending now, so I'm thinking kind of wrote.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, resolution for District 1, 2025 Silverado purchase.
Joe Cooper Fleet is having an end of the year sale, and I need a pickup. Do that, so I want to use their,
Use our road
revolving. It's 43,000 and something, I can't, or 48,000.
48,
Yeah.
861.
Yeah. Or so I was use the revolving fund. So that,
Yeah, that'll work.
okay.
And you say you're getting it from the revolving fund?
Yeah, using the revolving fund to purchase it. And from Joe Cooper on the state contract.
Okay. Is that your motion?
Yes, you make it, you said?
I thought you did.
Oh, okay.
I second it.
Okay.
All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. The unpaid road grant application. The unpaid road grant application for Mr. Cleary.
It's not the thing, this one.
Yeah, now this is mine, and another one. So we're gonna be able to get 2 miles on 750 road between 3310 and 3300.
Are you raising it up or something? Are you raising it up for?
Yeah, we're putting in there's a culvert that's undersized that always washes out, so we're enlarging that. And then we're gonna, ditch it and raise it up and haul shale.
Right.
Is that the corner of our county line?
740.
No, it's a mile this way.
Yeah. And then, but it is 3,300?
It's 750 between 3310 and 3330.
Oh, okay.
Did I say 3300?
2 miles off for West County line.
Yes.
1 mile south. Yeah. That's some pretty rough country over there.
Boy, I tell you what.
Let's not start that discussion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't, I don't.
Hey, someone in here, let me know.
I don't travel those 2
Is
miles.
that a motion?
Well, there's a reason why.
Yeah, I'll make that motion since it's mine.
I'll second it.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I've already signed everything, need to be signed, all right?
Let's see the picture.
Yeah, I don't travel those 2 miles a lot, but in the last 2 years, there's been a lot of pictures from that washing out. Culvert.
All right, neither has Will. All right, so we did the application, now we're gonna do the Department of Transportation ODOT Form 324A. This is the bridge project. There on the 2 bridges I'm getting rid of on 34.
Oh,
We have 34
over Walpole.
Yeah, over Courthouse Creek. So.
Just paying him and he'll build it if he wants or not.
Yeah, that's what ODOT said to do on this project, so that's what we're doing.
Okay. Is that through the SERB? I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, we're using the some money on that, trying to get tried, but there's been such a big change up in the tag pumps, I don't know if they're gonna pay for it.
Yeah. I'll make a motion to approve 324A.
A second it.
Yeah, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Let's see, we gotta remember where I gotta sign everything is
And
on here and sign where the claimant is,
then,
and then the claimant here.
yes.
Should have been. Done. There's just one more there. It's nice using Judy at the CED for right away. She did a good job. Alright, now we got FEMA project. Damage statement for flooding rains from April 2025. So we got a couple dollars.
So this one is. This one is not the FEMA one, this is from the federal highway through ODOT, so this is.
Federal highway on our major collector.
Yes, because major collectors you don't turn into, or FEMA doesn't reimburse on major collectors, for like from disasters, so that goes through different funding through federal highway. So that's what this is the one that Belinda turned into me in April, and then I passed it on, it went to a different state department, ODOT, and then they're reimbursing you for that.
Alright,
So any of my major collectors, I still turn it into FEMA, they just don't reimburse on it, and it gets filtered to somewhere else for funding. And 900 seems to get hit pretty good right there at that spot, every time.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. But I think we got it to where it'll stay, but only time will tell. There used to be, so there used to be below, and there used to be a series of bridges where they would run the cattle underneath that road, and then it filled in, or they filled it in, or whatever, and flattened all that out, so.
every time I do damage assessments, I know, don't drive through the water on that road, because you don't know if you're gonna put it, or you're just gonna go.
When we were
Like-
digging to rebuild the base down there, we dug up all little piles for that bridge, I mean, they never took anything out. It's all under there,
Yeah. That whole 2 mile stretch.
but anyways. Alright, no, we need to approve it. You guys got more questions?
Does that get split 3 ways?
Next time it washes out, I'll do the door 3 ways.
Alright. I'll make a motion to approve that. Naturally.
I'll second that.
All in favor, Sarah? Aye.
Can I just be the little red hen here and say I just want the money anyway?
Yep.
Okay.
Well,
I'm reading.
yes, I'm not the
I'll do it.
great road. That's not the road, towards Chandler. Not the round where Evans, Troy, is going. Marvin. He's donated quite a bit of stuff to put in that road too.
It's the second Wilson detour.
Right,
Yeah.
no, on the opposite side,
Oh.
yeah, on the opposite side.
That's one goes in front of Troy's.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There we. And then. We will. This possible action to approve a resolution for access drive permit policy.
I was talking to Zach at Payne County. And their commissioners had done this resolution. I couldn't talk to you guys about it, so I'm just bringing it to your attention. Stacy's looking it over as well. And if maybe something we might want to do or not want to do at all, but it takes care of if people are doing temporary construction somewhere and they're pulling off our road and they just drive across without fixing anything, this would be a permit that they would have to get to, like if you've got somebody digging a well and they're just running off our roads. It's kind of a permit that they have to get and pay to do that. and do it correctly. So I just wanted to bring this resolution so you guys could have a copy,
And
read
it's
it.
just for temporary stuff.
No, it's not just for temporary, it's also for if they're going to build, if a business is coming in and they're gonna build off our roads, then they have to get a permit to make sure everything's done correctly for our drainage and everything to keep the water from off of our roads. It doesn't even have to be a plat, it can be just somebody building something that would, if they're coming off of our roads, it would have to be done correctly on there. So, but I had to bring it to a meeting to.
Yeah,
bring it
right.
to you.
Yeah,
But Zach said that, I was talking to him about something else, he said this may be something you guys wanna
Yeah,
look into as well.
I like it. You know, I wish we could have a standard driveway drawing for, even for homes. You know, we install most of the pipes for homes, but you know, there are times where we can't get to them in time, so they install their own. I'd like to see that standardized, so it's a lot of times driveways will wash us out.
Yeah.
Does
Well-
anybody know, does Payne County have regulations in the county?
No.
No, okay, good.
That's what I'm wondering, if we do we have the authority to do that?
Well, on this resolution, it was talking about how the commissioners are with of the highway of Lincoln or Payne County, Lincoln, there says Payne County, that we have control over that.
From the end of the right of way to the road, we can.
Yeah, so where that enter in coming across our right of way, they would have to.
I
But
think
she's
you-
looking into the statutes
Yeah,
and
I
making sure
think you
that
guys
that's right.
can set policies and stuff, I guess what I'm wondering, because it's a permit. And the cost, if it follows Payne County, it's $2,000 for a temporary permit, which would include access used for construction or maintenance, or they have 4,000 for fixed drainage structures or driving surfaces intended to be used for access. And then they also require a $5,000 bond, and then if they do not get a permit, it's a $10,000 penalty. So I was it reminded me of the marijuana stuff, where with the
Yeah.
permitting and,
Yeah,
you know, because it's my understanding that if there ever is some type of permitting, it's only for the sole purpose of the expense and exact cost, we can't make profit.
And
So some of that I want to look
I can't.
for.
in good faith, charge a business that's wanting to come in and help us out, we'll get the benefit of that too much for it, but I would like to have it standardized, so at least we know it's there.
yeah. The resolution doesn't mention that price, it's just on the permit part of it, so we may be able to work out our own, you know, but just how we work the resolution, and like I said, they have to at least let us know that they're doing something there, and or there will be a slight penalty.
Right, I don't mind having a penalty for people that just go out and do things, but
Do we have the authority to tell them they can't put one in a dangerous spot?
Yes.
we have ultimate authority over the road. Clear on that.
So it was just something, like I said, I just wanted you guys to have copies of it, so you can look over it, and Stacy's looking over it to make sure it will fit, but yeah, when I saw the fees, I was like.
That was my impression too. I was like,
Yeah,
oh.
you know, but, you know.
Like all the developments that are coming in and they're just every 200 feet they're putting a driveway. Whether it's 8 feet over the top of a sharp hill or not, we can deny that.
Yeah, my understanding is we have a certain amount of authority there, but they.
If it's impacting your roads, you know, with what they've done.
Impacting the road.
Like, let's say it's diverting water, and then it's, you know, that you think it's gonna end up tearing the road up or doing stuff like that, then that's.
And then if it's a safety issue
Right,
coming over that
right.
hill.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
And that's kind of where your authority is, and, you know, partly too, that you could come in and say, hey, you need to do it this way.
So can we try to adopt something that like the state has, that you have to have like a 200-foot line of sight after the crest of a hill to be able to see? I mean, that's what the state is.
Yeah,
you know,
Mhm.
let's look at the ramifications of that for. You know, development and all the different things.
yeah, cause some of our hills aren't 200 feet apart.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. But there still shouldn't be a driveway there.
No, there should be, but.
It'll be on top of the hill if
Yeah.
you're gonna put it in.
Yeah,
You know,
I mean, if they're gonna
like
develop those places that are like that, they need to move inside and build their own internal roads
that. Right.
and quit letting them quit. I mean,
No, I would agree. Now, your individuals that just buy, you know, a 5 acre plot or something like that, that's the only place they can get in. And we have, you know,
Well, the state won't, there's a lot of 5 acre plots on the highway right now that people can't get to. Off the highway, they have to come across other people from behind to get to their property, because it's unsafe to get off the highway.
Yeah. And it might be because of the speed limits on the state, speed limits in our state.
Yeah, 65 versus
Yeah.
35, yeah.
Yeah. Might have something on
well,
that
we
too.
could shorten that down a little bit, 100 feet or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we're gonna have to police it.
Well, we'll quit approving these plats that are gonna let them come in off our county road that have,
Right.
I mean, if there's nowhere to put us, driveway safely on that 5 acre tract, then we just don't approve that tract.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and that's what he said, it was kind of cutting down on some other things. He said because there's so many, because people are selling off their property in small sections and trying to get something in place where.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't need to live off the backs of our citizens like that. I don't like
With
that.
permits, yeah.
I don't like charging individuals for wanting to use their property. It's just not right. You
Yeah.
got it. You know, and businesses that are coming in to help us generate it, that sales tax, I don't wanna charge them a whole bunch of money.
No. But maybe they
Somebody
could
like
at
the
least
oil
give us-
company coming in, Leach Road,
Yeah,
things like that. I don't know if we can differentiate between the two,
Probably not.
but you know, that's where our damage is.
mhm.
So, okay, let's look into it and we'll work through it. Cause I'd like to have a resolution that says that a grader operator can carry a right to interform with them. And if there's a driveway that's washing out on a road, he can right then get the owner to sign that back up and shape the road. We're not gonna haul rock past the fence, but at least we can shape the road to keep it from washing out over.
Mhm.
Because if the grader operator can do that on his own, it makes it a whole lot easier, because they know everybody in their area for the.
Yeah.
Give me a resolution of code that says that, or add it to this, or whatever. Alright. No, we'll move on, take no action on that, we'll go down to resolution 25-137, donation from Kira Court for, is that vests?
$3,000, plus they got 5, so. If you're curious, if you're gonna buy one, they're like $13,000 a piece, so it's about 26 grand, so that gives us about 8. We're gonna have to buy them anyway, but there is a federal grant, I think, that will cover 50%, but you don't know for sure if you're ever gonna get that, and it's a reimbursement type deal, so hopefully we'll get lucky and you can get a little help from that end on it, but, something new.
We
Alright.
approved this donation back in August, but the account number is changing. So that's the only change on here is just the account number, the last one.
So we just need to make a motion to change the existing resolution,
Yes.
yeah.
Make a motion to amend the resolution 25-137.
I'll second it.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank
you.
Mhm.
Civic Plus, an agenda management software.
Okay. My turn to talk. This is, it's software that some other counties are using. What we can do is, you could go on there, put what you want on the agenda, it builds the agenda for us. You would have access to it, any resolution, minutes from previous meetings, all of that would be available to you. Before the meetings, you could go in and just review everything that's gonna be at the meeting. There's a setup fee, setup fee is $4,400. And then we prorated through to June 30th next year. And so all of that would be $11,951.25.
11,000 with the setup fee?
with the setup, including the setup fee.
So it's about 16,000 a year?
Yes, well, it's 12,945 a year. The setup will take about 14 weeks. We can put exercise board, the commissioners. We can set up several different boards on it. I spoke with 522 Ambulance District last week, and they are possibly interested in taking a fourth of that annual cost and paying it from 522 if we set them up on there as well. So I think that would be 3,000. We got 3,236.25. So it would only cost the county just under 10,000.
Okay.
I think it'd be a really great software. It would help. You know, you can look over the agenda or just add things to the agenda. We can put documents in there, resolutions, everything.
And you could do it, start when they have a search feature, so you can, makes it a lot easier to find things.
And then again,
It has a search feature that makes it a lot easier to find things.
Is Park gonna use this?
They just got it. I don't think it's been implemented, but we watched, they had came and did the presentation, and so it has a lot of features.
Okay. Well,
so if we approve it, then I'll talk to her tomorrow and she'll get us set up to just start building the software. We can also put a link on our county website for people to go and search resolutions that have been approved, and it'll have everything. So,
Okay, that sounds a lot easier than going to and flipping through all the books, trying to go through the dates to find out where you're going, if you can
Right.
find it on there.
Well, I'd like to see it before I approve it, but,
I can have her come up here and do a presentation for us.
okay, yeah, that'd be all right, we'll do that. Well, how big the 5th would be, but if the next meeting might be the best, the first one or the last one in January. Sometimes the first meetings runs a little long, but
Say that again.
sometimes the first meeting of the year can run a little long, so if we do it on the second meeting, I think.
Yeah.
Who's gonna be in charge of implementing all of the resolutions?
Implementing the resolution. Oh, there was something else about it. What do you mean implementing the resolutions?
How's it gonna get?
Like the existing.
Hmm?
The existing stuff,
Yeah,
like all the existing.
yeah. So are you gonna try to, put a bunch of,
What's already been done? We can eventually, it's not gonna be done like at the beginning of it. We're gonna probably set it up from here out. I'll talk to her about, going back and adding stuff to it. I didn't ask her about that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, it might not make it easier what we have to look up in the past, but it'll make it easier for what we have to go as we go forward to find things to.
And she also said,
Without having to make a trip to the courthouse.
Right.
the software will allow you as commissioners to sign digitally the resolutions and everything, and that will automatically populate to the system. So the signed contracts will be on there. She said as long as you have an iPad, which you do, or a tablet or whatever, and then you can drag and drop your signature on the resolution. So I'll find out more about that as well. So,
Kind of like what we do with CalPro
yes.
with the maps page. Okay.
So Alicia, you can't put previous year in the system?
Um,
You can't put previous years into the system?
I don't know about that.
And would that cover surplus stuff too? So if you had something that you surplus, you could be able to do research, because when the auditors show up, they're always wanting this and that. Help you be able to find stuff like that there.
I think you could put older stuff in, you're just gonna have to designate
Yeah,
somebody.
manually do it.
Like
I
somebody
think
scan it
so.
all in.
I think so, yeah. you
I was telling him that,
Declaration.
she said that use resource to drag and drop your signature.
But even if they got-
on
would. Even all,
And
even
on
all
your
the past
tablet.
agendas, and that
Yeah,
would
like-
at least
populate
Will that make the,
give you a quick date.
the
so you-
meeting more digital, so all the paperwork will be, instead of printing a ton of it out for every meeting, we can have it on the
That's
diary or on
what I
the.
understand.
I'm gonna try to figure out.
Like we do, guys do for the CD.
Maybe I'm reserved for the audit. That was.
Yeah,
I
that'd be
figured
neat.
out.
Yeah, CD just uses.
That's
a
all.
PDF,
For your audits,
But it
for your
would be-
paperwork, for your
Yeah.
audit,
At least went back 5 years.
Sign everything and do everything right there on
Yeah.
the,
that'd be great.
on the computer. So,
They do what time?
yeah, let's, I'm interested to see it before we do that, and I'd also like, I'm gonna talk to my friends in another county.
Yeah.
A lot of money. Okay, well, let's move down to the opioid abatement settlement funds and status of grant funds.
The opioid abatement settlement funds we have.
Those wise guys.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, it is? The opioid abatement settlement fund has 17,196.46. And we will be, and we're supposed to be getting some more settlement funds in there. I spoke with Judy just to make sure that we don't have anything else coming out of this account right now. We also use part of the settlement funds to do the Child Advocacy Center. And so these are unmarked.
Sure.
And then also the grant. The grant funds, we're supposed to be getting 2 quarters worth by the end of next week. So that'll be $75,000 in the grant funds. So we've started using this year's grant. We still have about $45,000 left over from last year's grant that's being used for the parenting classes and stuff. The equine therapy is done. We have one more invoice that'll come out of the already issued purchase order for that. Waiting on you. Other than that, I just kind of wanted to give an update on where we are for the next agenda item. So,
Okay, well, we'll move on down then to approve the grow power and wise guy expenses from the opioid abatement settlement fund.
it's, the Girl Power Wise Guy did a program that Lincoln County's done for years for 5th graders, brings all the 5th graders in from all the county, and they separate them into 2 churches here in Chandler. And it's kind of it's a fun, interactive, just program where kids can, they learn sorry, I can't remember everything she said, helps them to make positive and healthy choices to aspire to higher educational opportunities through fun workshops and motivational speakers. I know for the last several years, Miss Oklahoma from Davenport comes out and does the presentation.
Sure.
So that's just kind of an overview of it. Last year we helped, we purchased the t-shirts through the settlement funds and to give to all the kids. And we bought the lunches for the sponsors, teachers, and students.
Sure.
And snacks for the students. So it costs around $6,000. They're expecting about that much again this year. So, I just wanted permission to use some settlement funds to,
To do that program.
yes,
Yeah, I think that'd be great.
have a t-shirt designed. Be here.
Nice. Like it.
And it's gonna be on April 7th.
Okay.
Did we use these funds for that last year?
Yes.
Make a motion to approve the use of settlement funds for girl power and wise guys.
I'll second that.
All in favor, say aye.
Thank you.
Aye.
All right, let's move down to number 26, executive session to speak about. You know, purchase or appraisal of real property.
I'll make a motion to enter executive session.
Second it.
All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And well, if everybody will step out for just a little while, and we'll call you back in.